Rhonda and I were with a couple that professional baseball player and his wife a couple of years ago having dinner, and when she described her life to Rhonda, he's retired now, but when he was playing, she's like, he's at the hotel and up at 10 a.m. getting ready to go down and have brunch, and the baby just threw up on me, and I'm trying to figure out how to get the other two to school, and he goes to the locker and his stuff is all laid out for him and his day's all arranged, and I'm just trying to figure out how to survive at home with 3 kids, and there's a tension, and she just said without God in the middle of this, we wouldn't have made it. Susie, is that kind of, as you've worked with women who are married to professional athletes, does that ring true to you?
Absolutely. I would say probably one of the pinnacle stories that I've heard was a young couple that were in the minor leagues, and the team came to him and said, "You've been traded, here's your plane ticket." It was a Sunday afternoon and he was gone Sunday evening. She had 2 kids at home. One was nursing, one was potty training, and they had pets. So she was left to pack up the house, pack up the kids, and then begin this journey with like I said, potty training and nursing and pets and I will say, shameless plug, the women's ministry leader for that team stepped in, got a group of ladies from church, came over. But yeah, it's very much a part of their reality is learning how to navigate like a world where they're not the emphasis. It's very much their spouse that's the emphasis. And what they fall into a lot of times are these expectations that are placed on them. And some of them, like you said, their reality. You can't avoid any of what she had to navigate. But there's also some other expectations that are placed in there, by other people, maybe your family, maybe friends, of that you drive a certain car, you live in a certain, there's just a stigma of these expectations. And sometimes they're placed on you by yourself. Especially, I don't even want to enter the world of social media that impacts, their lives, but it's just learning how to navigate that life of expectations that's really difficult for some of these ladies. And so honestly, I say they're my heroes. What they navigate and arrangements for living conditions every year. And sometimes you don't know until May where you're going to be living in June. You don't know. And so you've got potential places in 3 different cities, and then you follow up. And yeah, without God at the center and in the mix of all of it. And Gio, back to what you said, yes, as a couple, but primarily you and God. Because when that relationship is right, then that first recipient of those things like the fruit of the Spirit and then grace and mercy, the first recipient is your spouse.
Yeah.